Hello everyone, welcome back to Arranging with Judy. Today I have my rectangle wreath that I did a video on before that you can see how to construct one. And it's made out of apple branches and I really love it. This one I've had for probably, I'm going to say 5 years anyway. And I've used it a million times outside and it holds up really well. So one thing I want to point out is I have these wires that I added extra branches onto the frame to give it a little more interest. I like having this stuff, poking out here and here. I think it's interesting and it's another texture and it gives it a little bit of motion. So when I added that, I used a taped wire and I've left these out because this is what I'll attach my materials to that I'm going to use to decorate this with. So what I have today is I have a little bit of some small limelight hydrangeas. I have some sweet Annie. I have some sea oats and some dried artemisia. And I also have these lovely blossoms from some dune grass that it's very invasive. It's a blue dune grass. It's very invasive, but I keep it in a pot so that it produces these lovely blossoms for me, but it doesn't take over my whole yard. So also, I have some American bittersweet here that my sister grows, and I think I might add some of this in too, and I might add it in with the leaves already still on it. And the leaves will turn brown after a while outside, and then they'll just crumble and fall off, but the berries will stay on. So it'll be kind of interesting, I think. I might or might not use this. It depends on how it's starting to look. It's kind of fun though. All right, so when I do this, when I construct this, I like to see some of the branch. I don't like to have it all completely covered, but that's up to you. If you want to do that, it's fine. You could cover the whole rectangle with flowers and it would be great. So, but I like the interest of having some of the branches show. So what I typically do is I'll do a high left and a low right. I'll do a little L pattern here and a smaller L pattern here. And then I just attach everything with these wires that are sticking up. And then if you need to, you can, attach any place on here once you get the framework done. So I don't know, I'm looking at this and I cut it thinking of this wreath, but it's kind of wild. So I don't know if it all depends on Dave's tolerance for being poked in the eye when he comes in the back door. He gets a little cranky sometimes, So, and I say, hey, this is artistic. We need this here. But I think I do like this. So, but I think I want a background on it first. So I'm going to just set that aside. And I'll start with a couple pieces of this and a couple pieces of that. A little bit of artemisia and some sweet Annie. A couple little pieces of the sea oats. Maybe I just want a little background on here. This is kind of long, isn't it? This is going to be the big piece though. And then I'll have a smaller piece down there that's an L pattern. So this will be okay. I'm just kind of laying these things on here and I have the wires, I have them crossing over the wires so that the wires will keep it all together. So I'm just going to lay that one that way. Another little piece of sweet Annie. The sweet Annie is very fragrant, but it has a really great texture. And some people love the scent and some people don't love it at all. So make sure you know who you're making your wreath for and whether they like it or not. All right, it looks like I think I have enough here. All right, and I'm going to take this that I laid out ahead that was sort of an L shape, and this is going to sit right in the middle here like this. And I'll just take my wires, and I think I need to go around this one, through here, and around this one to the middle, and then get this one over here and tie it in the middle too. Okay, here we go. Tie it as tightly as you possibly can. And then I'll just cut off some of this so you can still see my branches up here. And then do I have a little bit of this for the bottom? The bottom doesn't need as much, unless I want to let it hang down this way a little bit, which might be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do that. Sometimes the materials kind of make the decision for you. Like you just have this really great branch and you think, I can't cut that off. Maybe I'll put this one that way. Oh yeah, Mr. Barrett's gonna just love this one. All right, let's see. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit, again, just the way I did that. I'm just going to take a tinier piece and I don't want the whole thing covered. Let's see. And then a little piece up here, going this way. A couple of these. Piece of Sweet Annie. And a couple more of these. Going this way. Oops. Yeah, going this way. And then I want this like that, I think. Oh, guess what? I forgot I had the hydrangea. I might not need the hydrangea, you know? I don't think I like that as well as I thought I was going to. What am I doing wrong here? This might just be too big. All right, let's just do this. Cutters. We'll just cut a couple little pieces of it. All right, and then do I want any hydrangeas? Well, first I'll try wiring. Oh, there it is. Okay. All of a sudden, I thought my wire had disappeared. This one's tricky though. Where is it? There it is. Let's go up there. There it is. Tie it really, really tightly. And then do I want just like one hydrangea, or do we like it in there? One. And then maybe one up here. It would kind of finish it, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I need it. All right. I'm going to try and poke this in between these blossoms so it'll keep it kind of secure in there. And you know, doing this way, I mean, we have some gale force winds out our way, and I've never had trouble with this thing blowing away or the things blowing off of it. And they usually last pretty nicely, you know, through the season for me. Yeah, I might get in trouble for that piece. All right, so then all I have to do is take my cutters and cut these off here and cut these off down here. And if any of this wiggles on me, I can just take a taped wire like this. I just put floral tape on it, and I can go through these branches and up here, and I can just catch this wire or catch these stems with this wire, and it'll hold it in position so that I don't have to worry about it, you know, blowing away or, you know, falling off. All right, now I'll just curl this around so that it looks sort of like a tendril from a grapevine or something. All right, I almost think I need one more little piece here. I wonder if I can put this way. Well, maybe I don't. Did I tie that tight enough? Can I slide one in there? Yes, I can. All right. And then one more up here, just because I did that there. All right. So here we go. This is it. Okay, I need to do this. Ian, you need to help me and tell me if people can see it. Okay. Can you see this? Back up. Down. Good. All right. Here's our 2 L patterns of materials going this way, a high left and a low right. And hang this on your door for fall, and it'll make you happy. It'll bring you joy. Okay, thanks for watching.